Okay, Grandma, it is the 100-day countdown until your 100th birthday. How do you feel?
Like $1,000,000.12.
What's your wisdom for today?
Age is a privilege. Old is an attitude.
Hi, Grandma. It is 99 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
Well, first of all, I'm excited. You never get a second chance for a first impression. So always look your best.
It's 98 days until your 100th birthday. What's your wisdom for today?
If you don't have fun every day, you wasted your day. What I mean, no matter what you need to do, enjoy it. I never waste a day.
Grandma, it's day 97 on our 100-day countdown until you turn 100. What is your wisdom for today?
If one of my kids, and I had two, Noel and Debbie, if they ever said, I can't, I would say, knock off that tea. You may not be the best at that, and that's okay. You're only required to do your best.
On the 100-day countdown until your 100th birthday, today is day 96.
My special memory for today is Moffat coming out of the bedroom door for breakfast and always saying, "This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it." So when people ask me, "Why are you happy all the time?" I tell them, I live alone and I refuse to live with a grump.
It's the countdown, and it is 95 days until you turn 100. What is your wisdom for today?
Confidence comes from not always being right, but not fearing to be wrong. My cliche always has been, what's so bad about being wrong?
It is 94 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
To always be honest, because if you sweep a scandal under a rug, someday someone will move that rug.
93 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
Don't sweat the small stuff. And everything is small stuff if you'll just take it one day at a time.
It is 92 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
When you count your blessings, there's no time left for complaints.
It is 91 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
Life is an attitude, so you may as well have a good one.
Grandma, in 90 days, you will be 100 years old. What is your wisdom for today?
A little different. When Moffat died, my husband, I said, who am I to fight God's plan? When Debbie died, my daughter, the thought came, we never put a question mark where God puts a period.
89 days until your 100th birthday. What's your wisdom for today?
It's not so much the years in your life that count, but the life in your years. Make every day count. Make every day special.
Grandma, there's 88 days left until your 100th birthday. What's your thought for today?
Life is so much like reading a book. Different chapters have different experiences. Some are hard, but you get to turn the page. You're never too old for the next chapter.
87 days until you turn 100, Grandma. What is your wisdom for today?
Ladies, do everything you can to make your husband know that he is the king. It's the only way that you can be the queen.
86 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
You can't improve on perfection, which is equivalent to well done, the good and faithful servant.
It is 85 days until your 100th birthday. Grandma, what is your thought for today?
Willpower is the ability to eat one salted peanut.
84 days until your 100th birthday. We are doing the countdown. What is your wisdom for today, Grandma?
When you are hurt by someone, you have a choice. Pride builds walls. Humility builds bridges.
In 83 days, Grandma, you will turn 100 years old. What is your wisdom for today?
Man's extremity is God's opportunity. Credit goes to Elder Gentry in Chular, California in 1950.
82 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
The person who wants little always has enough.
81 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
I know how to raise good kids. Give them everything they need, but half of what they want.
Grandma, it is 80 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
Don't let others cause you to be the person that you are not.
In 79 days, you will turn 100 years old. What is your wisdom for today?
Don't waste your time worrying, because today will be yesterday.
It is only 78 more days until your 100th birthday. Tell us a little something about yourself.
Home is where the magic is, and the kitchen is my kingdom. I could teach Rachel Ray how to make a 30-minute meal in an hour and a half.
77 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
There's no right way to do the wrong thing.
73 days until your 100th birthday. What is your memory for today?
I'm remembering a time when I heard my husband, when he was counseling a man, say, I would never do say, or be anything that would hurt Oleta.
Grandma, there is only 72 days left until your 100th birthday. What is your memory for today?
I was remembering when I was in high school, I was tempted to stay overnight with a more liberal girlfriend, and where we would go to a place that the wrong kind of people. But I heard that little voice on my shoulder say, no, no, no. And I listened because I call it guidance. I have always had the miracle of guidance in my life.
Grandma, in 71 days, you will turn 100 years old. What is your wisdom for today?
Happiness does not depend on the abundance of what you have, but being content with what you now have.
It is only 70 days until your 100th birthday, and this is the countdown. So what is your thought for today?
You never know what a day will hold.
69 days until your 100th birthday. What is your advice for today?
Well, when I was a teenager, I had 3 things that had to be in the man I'm going to marry. Number 1, he could not be lazy. Number 2, he had to love me more than he loved himself. And number 3, he had to be easy to look at across the breakfast table. I got all 3 in one.
68 days until your 100th birthday, Grandma. What is your advice for today?
The next morning, after Moffat had been elected as pastor, an elderly minister couple were just sitting down at our breakfast table, and she said to me, "Let me give you the best advice that a minister's wife could ever have. The more you stir a turd, the worse it stinks. Leave it alone and it'll dry up and blow away."
67 days until you turn 100 years old. What is your memory for today?
I remember being taught in Sunday school that joy, J-O-Y, is Jesus, others, and you.
66 days until your 100th birthday. What is your advice for today?
Have dreams with goals. Hard work works. Discipline and consistency.
65 days until your 100th birthday. Share a memory and maybe some advice for today.
I think high school dating is so much fun, but don't get too serious too young. That's why my philosophy always was, always have a pair and a spare.
64 days until your 100th birthday. Grandma, what is your thought for today?
I'm quoting my great-great-grandson when he was only 5 years old. When you die, your breath just changes to your spirit and you go right on living.
63 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
We must accept people the way they are because we're all different.
It is only 62 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
Success in marriage is much more than finding the right person. It's being the right person.
61 days until your 100th birthday. What is your memory for today?
When I was a young teenager, I said, when I grow up and get married, I'm going to be the best wife that ever lived. And I really worked at it.
Grandma, only 60 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
You can do anything you want to do and everything you want to do, but not all at the same time.
59 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
Practical common sense is spiritual wisdom. If your understanding of the Bible does not fit into real life, it isn't real.
58 days until your 100th birthday. Grandma, what is your thought for today?
I'm never lonely when I'm alone. I like being with me.
57 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
Life is like a three-legged stool. To be in balance, it's spirit, body, and mind, spiritual, physical, mental. Another way to say it is church, home, and school. If it's not in balance, it will topple.
56 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
The secret to a successful marriage is the two becoming one. And all the fun is in the becoming.
55 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
The definition of a stranger is someone I haven't met yet.
54 days until your 100th birthday. Grandma, what is your wisdom for today?
Marriage is a lifelong commitment. Keep love alive. Never fail to say I love you and kiss goodnight. And never sleep apart. This is my 53rd day until I'll be 100 years old. This is my advice. The only safe and sure way to destroy an enemy is to make him your friend. It's only 52 days until we'll celebrate my 100th birthday. My thought for today is there's no reason to ever be bored. There's always a project waiting for me. Only 51 days until I'll be 100 years old. My thought for today is there's something good about everything if you just look for it. Sometimes you really have to look. Only 50 days left until I'll be 100 years old. My advice for today is always have an attitude of gratitude. Only 49 days until I'll be 100 years old. A woman worries about the future until she gets a husband. A man never worries about the future until he gets a wife. 48 more days until my 100th birthday. The thought for today: life is for giving. You put those two words together and you have the true meaning of peace, forgiving. Only 47 days left until I'll be 100 years old. The tragedy in life is not when we die, but what we permit to die within us while we're living. Today is only 46 days till I'm 100 years old. This is an old one. A person wrapped up in themselves is a very small package.
45 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
You preach a better sermon with your life than you do with your lips. Only 44 days and I'll be 100 years old. If you want blessings on your life, you need to learn to be a peacemaker. 43 more days and I'll be 100 years old. The advice for today is wake up every morning and say, God, help me to fit into your plan.
42 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
Short and sweet. All is well that ends well. 41 days until my birthday, 100. Real joy in life comes from being relaxed in your faith, living within your means, and the people you surround yourself with.
It's only 40 days until your 100th birthday, Grandma. So what is your memory for today?
I'm going to drop back a little bit to clarify this one. When my kids were still growing up at home, sometimes I would use this phrase: I need that done immediately, if not sooner.
39 days, Grandma, till your 100th birthday. We're getting so excited. What is your advice for today?
You are not who you are by circumstances, but by your choices and decisions.
38 days until your 100th birthday. What is your advice for today?
Until the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change, you won't. Only 37 days until I'll be 100 years old. The thought for today: to be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Is it really only 36 days until I'll be 100? My thought for today is, it isn't what you gather, but what you scatter that shows the kind of life you have lived. Only 34 days till my birthday? Wow. I have always had the ability to turn an insult into a compliment.
33 days until your 100th birthday, Grandma. What's a prayer that you often say?
I try to live by this one, and everybody should know it. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
32 days until your 100th birthday. What is your advice for today?
Well, going back in memories, my grandma taught my sister and I, don't ever waste anything. A wife can throw more out the back door than her husband could ever bring in the front door.
31 days until your 100th birthday. What's a memory for today?
Well, one of the exciting things about my age is the wonderful memories. My Grandma Burns always lived in our house, and she taught us so much. She taught my sister and I, when we cleaned the table at the evening meal, don't throw away anything, even if there's only one cupful of a vegetable, because we live in the country and someone may stop by hungry, and we can always fix them a plate.
Grandma, one more month. Oh my goodness, until you turn 100 years old. You are 99 and 11 months old right now. That's amazing. What is your thought for today?
Anything that is morally wrong cannot be politically right. Only 29 days until my 100th birthday. And if you ask me, how are you doing? I will say, better than good.
What is your thought for today?
Well, I have a good life plan. Don't do anything that you would be afraid to do if you knew it was the last hour of your life.
26 days till your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
Death is like blowing out the lamp after breakfast because morning has come. Only 25 days until I'll be 100 years old. I can permit people to be wrong and have no bad feelings. We're all different. 24 days until my 100th birthday. Oh, Tex Ritter was an old cowboy movie star way back when I was young. But I remember the saying that the next morning after his salvation experience, he never had prayed before. And he said, "Good morning, Lord. What are we gonna do today?"
23 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
This is a good one from Norman Vincent Peale's wife, Ruth Peale. In fact, it's top of page 212, chapter 20, in How to Bend a Twig. There's only one place for character to be built, and that's in the home. Be there. Too busy? Of course you are. It's called life. But reevaluate.
22 days until your 100th birthday. I think you have advice for the men today.
The best way for a man to win an argument is to take her in his arms.
21 days until your 100th birthday. What is your advice for today?
Never play just not to lose, but play to win. There is a difference.
Only 20 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
We are only one breath away from death all the time. And that is not a negative statement. It's just a fact.
19 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
If you have learned how to disagree without being disagreeable, you have learned the secret to living in peace.
Grandma, only 18 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
Christian living is a calling, not a performance.
17 more days till your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
Well, there's some people in the world that are kind of uppity. They think they know it all. But everybody is ignorant, just not on the same subjects. I bet there's a lot of people that's never milked a cow.
16 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
The secret to happy living is not to do just what you like, but to like what you must do.
Grandma, only 15 days until your 100th birthday. We can hardly believe it, but we're very excited. So what is your thought for today?
Everyone can experience the joy and blessing of generosity because everyone has something to give. Only 2 weeks until I'll be 100 years old. And I still believe that God expects us to do the very best we can with what He gave us to work with, to put on makeup every day and jewelry and dress nice.
13 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
Back in the day, there were people that thought it was wrong to wear makeup, but Moffat wasn't legalistic. He said the older the barn, the more paint it needs.
12 more days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
Don't be discouraged when problems come, because that's called life. But problems are only to be overcome. It's not what happens to us, but the way we handle it. So give it to God and relax. I would like to encourage you to not be hesitant to ask for even small personal things from God, because He has a plan. But you have not because you ask not. So ask for anything and He will do it.
10 days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
Can you stay positive in a negative situation? The bigger the problem, the greater the miracle can be.
9 days until your 100th birthday. What is your wisdom for today?
If life gives you lemons, you be the sugar and make lemonade.
Only 8 more days and you turn 100 years old. What is your thought for today?
Sounds simple, but it's a fact. All sin will fit under one word: selfishness. Only 1 week until I will be 100 years old. My thought today: anger is a choice, and it never solves anything.
Grandma, only 6 days until your 100th birthday.
You want to know how I spend a lot of my time? Looking for the things that I put away in a safe place so I wouldn't forget where they are. Five more days till I'm 100. Wow. Okay, my advice today is I can tell you how to love anybody, no matter how cruel they may be to you. Separate the things they do that's wrong from who they are and love them because. Only 4 days until I'll be 100 years old. I've been told that when you get to be 100, your days are pretty much numbered. But death is only the door into living forever, and that is really a long time.
Grandma, only 3 more days until your 100th birthday. What is your thought for today?
When I married Moffett Walker, I thought he was 100% in every area. But I discovered there were a few little places that needed to be filled in, and God had created me to fill in where he lacked and make him complete.
Can you believe that my great-great-grandma is going to be 102 days? Isn't that crazy and awesome? What is your advice for today?
Well, I'm going to tell you how to have, and don't ever forget this, how to have a happy marriage. Never say anything to anyone else or to her that would put her down. Always lift her up, compliment. That means to each other. We never put each other down. And we had a happy home filled with love and peace. Tomorrow, I will be 100 years old, and I don't know how to act my age. I've never been this old before.